Oftentimes operations has almost like a polar opposite goal than maintenance does. Is there a good way to streamline communication, improve the collaboration between these two departments through better goal setting?
Absolutely. Goals are sometimes a forgotten tool within an organization. So there's goals, and then there's ways and means that you measure goals, and then there's the movement of how we adapt and what we own from a measuring perspective. So let me give you a couple examples. There's always a ways and means to overcome things. And one of the first things is to adopt a management structure. And what I mean by adopting a management structure is we have to have some structure that you're working to, ISO 55000, PAS 55, it could be the reliability web. So we have to figure out, in an organization, how we're going to manage things in a structured way. There's a lot of different structures to manage it. So that's one of the first things. It needs to be sponsored from the top down. So one goal would be is to adopt some kind of a management system, management structure sponsored from the top down. And the other thing, which is, it's a huge paradigm shift, is KPIs. KPIs are interesting in a way that people kind of put themselves in isolation, and they think, well, these are maintenance KPIs and these over here, these are operations KPIs and so on. So we need to shift some of the KPIs that have traditionally fell under maintenance into the operations side of the business, such as schedule compliance. You think about schedule compliance in a way that you're going to operations and you're saying, this maintenance is due on your equipment. When can I schedule to have this done? It's due by this date. So we have a window of opportunity to do it. And if operations owns schedule compliance and they understand the impact negatively and positively to schedule compliance, and you start educating them on what schedule compliance means to reliability and what it means to the output of the equipment from maybe even a quality side of things or the overall equipment effectiveness, the OEE side of things, they'll start understanding it. The other thing is PM compliance or equipment availability. These are huge paradigm shifts that takes a culture change and a good management structure to be able to move these things from one side of the organization to the other. Maintenance owns the execution of how that work gets done. Operations should own the schedule compliance, the PM compliance, and the equipment availability. These are my takes on it. I feel pretty strongly about it. And whatever organization that we've currently or in the past have helped, they've seen a huge shift in reliability. Tremendous difference.
Yeah, that's fascinating, Larry. I mean, what it sounds like is like giving a common goal for maintenance, giving that to operations. And when you have that shared common goal, I think that just really helps streamline communication, because I've seen so many organizations where operations, maintenance almost butt heads because their goals are just so polar opposite of one another. And it's almost impossible to do both.
Exactly.
That's super fascinating.